What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your host Sands in the building, baby. Today I got a special guest for y'all coming from Austin, Texas, all the way from Austin, Texas,
Mhm.
over in Vanderbilt University. I got Sedrick Alexander with me today, guys, starting running back at Vanderbilt University, okay? Let's give Sedrick a little introduction. He went to LBJ High School in Austin, Texas, where he rushed for 5,268 yards and scored 72 touchdowns. That's 3 days. That's 3 days worth of time. Man, that's just crazy. My man rushed for 2K in 1 year, 1.9K in the year, and 1K his sophomore year, freshman year,
Sophomore year.
sophomore year. But yeah, he currently playing for Vanderbilt University, 470 yards, 5 TDs rushing, and he also caught one of them things. So my man had two upsets, 2 TDs in the upset versus Alabama. So that said, Alexander, welcome to the show, my guy.
Yeah, it was good, y'all. It was good.
Hey, man of few words, man of action we got with us today, but hey, we're gonna see if we can get a couple words up out him. So what inspired you to play football, man? When was the first time you like picked up the ball?
Shoot. So what inspired me to play football was just like seeing like other people play football on TV. I mean, I was at a young age when I was like 3, 4 years old, and I was only able to play flag. I was very aggressive at a young age and wanted to play tackle and stuff like that. But my dad would always throw me the ball, and I would always go catch it. So like that's how I really how it started. Like I've been catching the ball since I was like 4, 3 years old, and like it just went from there since at a young age for real.
Yes, sir. So when I was young, my uncle used to throw the ball. What he just used to just throw the ball straight up in the air and say, "Catch it." I'm like, bro, the ball so high, like coming down. Ugh, oh man, but it made me tough though. What was your childhood like? You say you was 3 and 4. What was your childhood like growing up in Austin, brother?
Yeah, my childhood in Austin was probably one of the best childhoods you can like look up to when you like go back and look at it. Like I was raised by both of my parents, so you know when you raised by both of your parents, there's a lot of great things can come out of that. Um, I enjoyed each and every moment with my parents when I was a young age. Them putting me through sports and all the little things and making sure I had my grades were up to par at a young age. And like they knew like football ain't gonna take you all the way where you want to go at the end of life. So you got to make sure them grades right. So I made sure I made my grades right and I was good at football. So that's why I'm successful in what I'm doing now, and I'm going to a great university, Vanderbilt University.
It's a great university, man. They was recruiting me, man, when I was coming out of high school. I almost went there.
Yeah.
I don't know what she texting, but I almost went there, man, and they changed coaching staffs on me like in the middle of the recruiting process. So
Yeah.
we gonna jump ahead of that. Since you say you would go to Vandy, what it take to get into Vandy? Because they wanted me to retake my test after I had a 21. They was like,
Yeah.
what it
Yeah.
take
So
to get
Yeah, so the biggest thing for with Vandy was the biggest thing was COVID. COVID really helped me when it came to like test scores and stuff. I mean, I was always a great student in the classroom, but it was certain tests that I didn't have to take anymore because there was COVID. COVID was there, so like it
in?
was the schools were available to go to because I didn't have to take the test and anything like that. Vandy was the first team, actually the first team, the FBS team that actually like I don't know, not FBS team. They was the first Power 4 team to like actually call me and give me an offer. So like that was a blessing. And then like with it being in the SEC, one of the biggest platforms of college football, like I was like, bro, like they're automatically going to be in my top three regardless because they took a chance on me and they play in the biggest conference in football. So I already knew like Vandy was going to be one of those top schools, and I had a great relationships with the coaches, especially the head coach. We had a great relationship. I was getting recruited by a running backs coach, but he ended up leaving. But since I still had a good relationship with the offensive staff, it was like it wasn't nowhere else for me to go. So I knew like Vandy was the one school that I wanted to go to for sure.
Up? That's what's up. What's your mindset like when you're out there on that field and you get the play call in the huddle and you're like, okay, this one on me, right? What's your
Yeah.
mindset like?
Like I've been like at a young age since I've been playing football, I've been dialed into the game. So a lot of people ask me so is it different from high school and it's different in college? I'm like, Yeah, it's different, but the only thing different is that people are bigger and people are faster. But at the same time, you're bigger and faster too, so it ain't no difference. I'm not one of the biggest guys on the field when it comes out there. I'm probably the smallest guy on the field when I'm running the play each and every time. But I play like I'm the biggest person on the field, so it don't matter. It don't matter for all the young kids out there. Like if you're like the smallest one, you can still do some big things out there. No matter what's out there. Like big, just because you're big don't mean like you the best or you can do everything. Like big people they don't like short people when they're on that field. So, and I won't even call myself short, but I know when I'm on that field, I'm probably like the shortest one out there. So I just play like with that big heart and let them know like who I am for real when I'm out there.
Low the short people had a better leverage when it come to hitting and stuff.
Yeah,
Speaking of that, you out there lead blocking and laying people out, man. What how you taking people out like that? Like how was that?
man.
How you do that? Them feet
Sometimes when I
going.
look back at it, yeah, when I look at it, like I'm like, dang. But like at the same time, like I think it's the heart that I got, and like how I know that I'm gonna lay it all out there on the field for my team, lay it all out there, do everything I can put on film. I can put a lot of things on film that don't got to do with running the ball. I mean, running backs we run the ball, but it's a lot of things you can do. You can block and catch. So I feel like I got those tools on my belt. So I'm just able to go out there and show everybody what I can do each and every week, week in out, so week in week out. So.
So when did you know that you had that what they call it? Like, hey,
Yeah.
did you know that at 4 when you was catching the ball, or like did it take you to actually play the game and run a couple touchdowns and see that they couldn't stop you? When you knew you was you had it.
Like I feel like so at a young age, like everybody plays football. So if you're good in little league, you good in little league. I mean, I feel like I had that it factor in little league. I mean, like I was always like one of the star players on the team. So I always felt like I had that it factor. And then like as you get older, it's like as you get older and you start moving up levels and stuff, you start seeing other people that are good and too like and stuff like that. Now I'm in college and now everybody's good. Not everybody's not just it's like you ain't really that many slackers out there, so you're competing each and every day against other teams and your team. So like I always felt like I had that it factor. I always felt like I was different. I always felt uh like I belong on the field, and felt like that since I was young. So
Yeah. So, hey, what you basically saying, and what I would say is, the talent starts to catch up with you. Hey, everybody good, like you say, everybody good. Ain't nobody weak like that. You find a weak person, hey, they probably ain't gonna last there that long. The further you go, so it's a business where you at now.
yeah,
What coach impact most so far in your career?
yeah.
I league whenever.
I've been blessed. I've been blessed to have some great coaches in my career. But the one I'm gonna say that impacted me most is probably my father. He coached me when I was in little league, and he taught me the game. He taught me the aggression. He taught me how to like. He taught me a lot of things. He taught me how to work ethic. He taught me all that. So I feel like my father probably impacted me. He definitely impacted me the most when it came to coaching. And then I feel like my father actually he did that for me.
Out to dad, man. I love to hear that. My dad was my coach, Hey, dad, my stepdad, and my uncle. They was all coaches, so I'm a
Yeah.
big coach's son. And hey, I know at my school in Eastern Illinois, our coaches were specifically trying to like recruit kids that was, you know what I'm saying, in that position. Our fathers were coaches and stuff like that. Cause
Yeah.
it you know a lot more of the game. You got IQ of the game. So they would look for that. Um you out there with Pavia, man. Diego Pavia, man. That transfer portal. He hit the transfer portal, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he
How,
did.
what's your thoughts on the transfer portal, and what do you think about being able to get a guy like Diego Pavia to step in?
Yeah. Yeah. My thoughts on the transfer portal. I feel like it's a great tool for especially for us athletes because sometimes you can make the wrong decision or just some place ain't a great fit for you and you feel like you need to go somewhere else. Not necessarily got to be a bad fit, but it'll be a great fit for you and your family. Even if that's like just going somewhere. Like I'm from Austin, Texas, and I just say I went somewhere up in the north, and I felt very homesick, and I felt like, dang, I gotta come. I just want to come. I want to come back home. I want to transfer back home. Even stuff like that, like transfer portal helps out these college these college athletes throughout the entire U.S. So I think I think transfer portal is something that really impacted college football. Well, not only college football, but all sports in college. So I think it's one of the greatest things that happened for NCAA.
I think so too, because man, we were locked in. I'm like, what? They could just move around free. They free to move about the colleges. Oh my God, bro, we locked in.
Yeah,
Got to move down a level. I'm already at FCS. You want me to move down to D2 so I can play
yeah,
next year, bro? No, bro. Where I'm going, bro? Snow College? No, bro. No.
yeah.
So yeah, man, that's what's up. What's the hardest you ever been hit out there? On who caught you?
So the hardest I ever been hit in my life,
It could be in your life. Hey,
my
who?
life. I got so one time when I was in high school, actually my freshman year. Freshman year, I remember just gritting the ball, and then I had like cut back across the green, and like somebody else was running full speed at me. I didn't see him, so like it's really the hits that you don't see be the hardest hits, really, because you don't see them. You can't like anticipate. You can't give back the aggression. So like it's like you at minus, like you minus zero. He above zero when it comes to that aggression. So that's probably one of the hardest hits. I think was playing La Vega. And like I just cut across the green. DN was running full speed and just smashed me. But that's probably one of the hardest hits I ever had. Like, and I was like, dang. And I still got up because I never got hit like hard and then just didn't get up since high school. So
We ain't doing that, man. We always got to get back up, man. We
yeah,
always got to walk off the field. You know, hey, if you say you got that heart, that's how you gonna think. I always got to carry myself off the field. I ain't trying to be laid out here.
for sure,
Hey,
for sure.
so what's your major in college, man? What's your major out there in school?
Yeah, I major in medicine, health, and society. It's one of the majors that a lot of the football players major in. But I when I was looking at the classes and stuff, like it was one of the majors that I feel like it could take me to where I want to be, like because I want to be a sports analyst and stuff like that, or I want to be a physical therapist. So I feel like that major will put me in the right position to do either or.
Okay, you say sports analyst. You gonna cover all sports? You know all sports, or you just gonna stick to football?
I'll probably stick to football just because I know so much about it. I mean, I know a lot of other sports too, but like football, I feel like even one day I could be a coach, but that's like, like I think one day I could be a coach too as well. So it's like little things, but football for sure because I just know so much about it.
Yeah. So, what about like NIL? Another thing, like, man, they able to get paid, bro. We couldn't even get a pizza, bro. We couldn't even. Our coach couldn't even buy us a pizza. Coach up here starving right now. Coach, can we please get it, bro? We ain't gonna tell nobody, bro. We can't
Yeah.
even. So y'all able to get NIL? Who's able to get NIL? Everybody is like,
Yeah, so the way NIL works is just like obviously I know name image likeness. Like you just have to. So for some programs it's different. Like I know a lot of programs that pay everybody on the roster. They have team NILs. A lot of programs have team NILs, which is great. You want to go somewhere that the alumni are feeding into the NIL and stuff like that. Then you got some teams out there that pay players play individual players who offer their performance and stuff like that. It just depends on like what the university wants for their sport. But yeah, like a lot of schools they everybody mostly everybody gets paid. Um, Especially if you're on scholarship, you'll definitely probably get paid. But if your performance actually depends on how much you get paid. So try to go out. So each player probably try to go out there each and every day and try to showcase their best talent because they know like at the end of the day, like however good they are, they're going to get NILs, and then other people are going to want to feed into them. Other sponsorships and stuff will want to feed into them as well. So
okay, so young kids, you out there looking for that NIL. I don't know much about it. That'll be your explanation right there, coming from the man. So we pretty much went through all the questions. What your plans for your future, man? Like what can we expect from you on the field, off the field? What can we expect, Mr. Alexander?
Y'all should expect me to keep doing what I'm doing. Uh, just go out each and every day and give football my best, and not only football, give life my best because you don't only get to live this. You only get to live this life one time. So just even if you're not playing football and you just doing whatever you do the best at what you do because at the end of the day, you only get one chance to do it. So.
Man, wise words, man, from a man of few words. I thought he didn't talk much, but we was able to pull some words out of him, guys. I told you we'll be able. I knew it. I had faith in us, and we did it. But hey, said I appreciate your time, man. I don't got much else to ask you, man. You answered everything, man. I appreciate you taking time out your day to come be a part of the show, man. Anything you got to say, my brother?
No, sir. But yeah, shout out my people. Shout out everybody who supports me. Shout out Vandy football. Love those guys taking a chance on me. Yeah, and shout out my people, my mom, my dad. Best thing that ever happened to me.
And well grounded kid there, guys. Hey, I appreciate the time said. And with that said, we are out of here. I'm gonna see you at the top, my brother, okay?
All right, appreciate you.
All right, man. Bless.